Hello and welcome to the Goal Line Podcast. My name's Nico. I'm joined with my friend Patrick. Today we're going to be talking about the Premier League and the fixtures. We'll start with City, since you are a City fan and you are the guest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so currently we are running the table. 58 points. Our closest behind us being our rival Manchester United at 43.
What is that, 15, right?
Quick maths. I don't know.
2 plus 2 is 4. I believe it's 15 points.
Yeah.
With the win at Newcastle. You guys had a 1-0 win. I mean, it was not convincing. First half, very convincing. Second half, they started putting pressure on you guys, and I've never seen City that scared all this year. Even in their tie against Everton, it wasn't even that bad.
Well, personally, I didn't watch the game at first, but I watched the highlights, and according to you, it was very nerve-wracking considering City usually do lose.
From the 78th minute on, I believe it was 70-30 possession in Newcastle's favor. I might be wrong, but I believe it was 60-40 or 70-30.
And that's crazy because Pep makes us play such a possession game usually. So
I believe, though, the passing was 826 passes to 273 passes, with you guys having 800 passes in that game, which is insane.
Yeah, that makes sense. We do lead in most stats.
You probably lead the whole league in passing. Like it must.
I could actually check the stats real quick.
Pat is a City fan, as you guys can probably tell by now. I am an Arsenal fan, so we'll move on to them.
And speaking of City and Arsenal, the passes completion in the 2017-2018 season so far has City at top with 14,593 passes and Arsenal right behind them with 12,624 passes.
You know, beautiful football. Arsene loves his beautiful football.
And Guardiola loves pretending to make us play like Barcelona.
Yeah, so this week we played Crystal Palace at Selhurst, which is pretty violent place to go play. I mean, not violent, but like gets pretty atmospheric. Yeah. So we go there. Of course, we go 1-0 up from a goal from. Oh, what a goal from Mustafi! That angle. And the shot from Lacazette. Beautiful finish by Mustafi. Then I believe Townsend ties it up in the 50th minute, and then Alexis with 2 beautiful goals, especially the second one.
Oh,
the Jack Wilshere assist. Oh my God, inch perfect. I was, to say the least, I was very impressed. But of course, since we're Arsenal, we have to give one back to them.
Oh yeah, of course.
Make it a game in the last 10 minutes. 3-2 win, solid win. All around, great game.
Now I kind of want to get into the top goal scorers for the league right now.
What, Harry Kane is what? 19?
18.
18.
Impressive. So do you think he's going to become the next England legend? The next Alan Shearer?
I don't really know. He could be. I mean, he has the ability to. He has the talent. He's definitely world class. People who say like he isn't world class, like, what are you waiting for? Like, he's been top goal scorer. He has more goals in a year than Messi and Ronaldo. Who's the last person that's done that? Arsene Wenger even said he didn't expect anybody to beat Messi and Ronaldo. He thought they were untouchable.
Well, I mean, Ronaldo's not performing this season at all.
Yeah, neither is Madrid. I mean, I believe they're also like 12 or 15 points back in La Liga too. Mohamed Salah has how many goals? Can you check that too?
Mohamed Salah is sitting at 15 goals.
Jesus.
So a new transfer.
And I believe he has like 5 assists too in the Premier League. That's 20 contributed goals. In what? How many games have been played? Like close to 30?
Yeah, nearing 30.
And for a new transfer, that's pretty insane if you ask me. I mean, the dude is playing out of his mind right now. I mean, I think you have to give him like Premier League Player of the Season if his form continues like this.
Well, I mean, that's an argument between him and Harry Kane, though.
But
he is coming in as a new transfer, which is, of course, way more pressure.
And he's playing for Liverpool too. I think that adds to it. I mean, Harry Kane's been doing this for last 3 seasons consistently, and he hasn't won Player of the Season. So, I mean, I think they'll probably give it to Salah if he does indeed keep this form up.
I think the one issue is usually to win such like a prestigious title, your team, you kind of need to be known to carry your team. That's why Ronaldo.
Speaking of that, sorry to interrupt, but did you see Spurs' photo after the game yesterday when Harry Kane got the game ball? They were celebrating it as if they won a trophy. They were all surrounding him. He's holding the ball. You would never see like United, City, Arsenal do that. I I mean, Tottenham haven't won a trophy in years. Granted, I'm an Arsenal fan talking about Tottenham, so it's not going to be the most fair, unbiased thing ever. But, like, who celebrates? Like, it's individual accomplishment. It's not a team trophy. You just, good job, mate. Thanks for the goals. Thanks for the win.
I mean,
that's it.
Yeah, it's not. It was impressive to get another hat trick.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a striker. He should be scoring.
But if you do watch the goals, I mean, most of them were tap-ins. I think two of them were in the 6 and the 3.
The king of garbage time goals. We've discussed this.
Oh, the king of garbage time goals.
Romelu Lukaku.
Sitting at 10 goals in the Premier League, tied with Alvaro Morata and Wayne Rooney.
Okay, we'll get to both of those, actually, because I want to speak of Alvaro, because I really like his play, especially him and Azpilicueta. But Romelu Lukaku, the most overrated striker in the Premier League by far, without a shadow of doubt.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a Man City fan, so, like,
no, I'm pretty sure
every bias in here, but he is not good.
I'm sure everybody would agree. Like, he's the most overrated striker.
Watch him in the game against City.
Non-existent.
Granted, you know, like, people do give him a lot of trash for that shot he took on Ederson in this last couple of minutes of the game.
But, like, what do you want him to do? To be completely honest, like.
Yeah, so the part of me wants to be fair and say, like, you know, like, he took a powerful, well-aimed shot and, you know, Ederson just happened to be there. Mm-hmm. But the other part is, like,
you gotta put that away.
You gotta put that away. I mean, granted, I'm so happy he didn't, but still, like.
I agree. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Lukaku, I believe last year he had, close to 20-something goals in the Premier League? I think all of them...
we definitely, like, a lot of them were penalties and
No, not even that. I'm pretty sure all of them never helped his team win a game. I'm pretty sure almost all of them, if my facts are correct, almost all of them were garbage time goals. In that they were already winning, and his goal did nothing to change the result of the game.
It's my issue with United. They recruit fans.
I mean... They are a huge club. People who are like, "Oh, we're a huge club. We should win every single game." Like, no.
Right, I'm gonna go off on a defending City tangent real quick.
Yeah.
United fans give City fans so much garbage. First off, you have the whole thing where like, "Oh, there's no City fans."
Hold on. Also, they give you shit for spending so much money. Like they spend
on Pogba. Oh my God, they spent more on Pogba than we did on De Bruyne and Stones.
Okay, but you paid like $52 million for Mendy. So I mean.
All right, yeah, Stones was stupid. I didn't agree with that. He might become like a really good John Terry center back, but you know, $70 million for a young.
No, it was 45. Van Dijk was 75. Yeah, it was 45. It might have been $75 million, but it was 45 million pounds.
I don't know.
But yeah, exactly. We're American. We don't deal in pounds.
And then, who else?
Alvaro Morata, I believe, is the best buy. I mean. I think Lacazette has played really well for Arsenal, but Morata has played extremely well for Chelsea. I believe Azpilicueta has assisted him on like 6 goals out of his like 12 or however many he has.
That Spanish connection.
Yeah, literally. Like,
perfect link.
Exactly.
And you know who's a major sleeper? And again, going back to Man City, Raheem Sterling.
Oh my God, he has 12 goals in...
Who thought... First off, Raheem Sterling was fighting for a starting position last year.
I thought he was going to be a bench player
for the rest of his City career. I thought he was going to be a bench player. He's got 13 goals. He's got more than Aguero and Gabriel Jesus.
And he's putting Sané on the bench.
Yeah.
And Bernardo Silva on the bench, which I don't know why you guys bought Bernardo Silva. I think that's just a huge waste. I mean, you have Sané, you have Sterling.
It's a waste?
You have Gabriel Jesus, Aguero. Who else am I missing that plays out? That can play outside on the wings?
No, we don't have Jesus anymore. No, we don't have Jesus. Navas.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. We have some youth. Phil Foden's seen the pitch a couple times this year.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of youth, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Arsene Wenger fan, but I also want him out at the same time, like any Arsenal fan. But his obsession with Maitland-Niles and why he plays him over Kolasinac. Like, Kolasinac played yesterday against Crystal Palace. Played a great game. Him and Sanchez on the left have, some telepathic connection where they know where each other are going to be before, a ball is played. I believe no matter if it's a 4 or a 5, Kolasinac should be the starting left back at Arsenal. Maitland-Niles is 20. He should play the Europa League games or the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. He should play all of those. But in the Premier League,
he shouldn't get the priority over Kolasinac. Granted, you could play Kolasinac. He doesn't perform. You could put him in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it should be.
But Maitland-Niles isn't even like a left back to start with. I believe he's a midfielder that Arsene puts at left back because he has pace. Granted,
trying to pull a James Milner.
Exactly, James Milner, the king of playing every single position. Also, we should move on to the Bournemouth-West Ham game. If we have any West Ham fans, I know you guys are going to be pissed because, I mean, I'm watching that game. If that was Arsenal, I would have punched through my TV. Like, the final hand. He scores. First of all, he's offside, and then he scores with his hand, and the refs talk about it, and they change it to a goal. It was no goal at first. Then they're like, it was a goal. And you can see on the replay, clearly he's completely offside. And then he also scores it with his hand. Like,
as an Irish person, that brings back some memories about France. Thierry scum.
But speaking of that, what should video refereeing play in the Premier League? Do you think it should be like there should be no linesman anymore? Should there be a linesman?
It's hard. The point of soccer, you don't want to have soccer turn into football, right? You don't want to have it pause every 5 seconds.
Oh my God,
it's the one thing I can't watch. I love football. Mm-hmm. I don't watch it too much, but I like the sport. It's interesting to me. It's like 5 seconds of actual like footballing, and then it's like another 10 seconds of waiting.
And if you guys don't watch American football, there are literally penalties thrown every single play. Yeah. Every single play, guaranteed there's going to be a penalty on something. Like the wind blew the wrong way, and they're going to throw a penalty.
Yeah, and now like with soccer, the whole flopping thing. One thing I hate about soccer. I mean, at this point, it's become a thing.
Dwight Gale flopped against you guys. He was passed. I forgot who the defender was. All he had to do was shoot it. He probably would have scored because he has the quality to put it in. Mm-hmm. And he just dove, went down, got a yellow card for simulation. I hate flopping in the sport. I think it should be taken out.
That's the issue. Can you really like take it out?
Not really, because sometimes will always be given.
Dramatic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Arjen Robben, king of getting those. Like,
see, the only way to kill flopping would to be make fouls less like frequent, like call
less fouls.
I
mean, they do have the simulation now.
Yeah, a little bump in the back won't be like, although it might be considered a foul if his arm's extended, they might not make it a foul, and then that would prevent the flopping.
Yeah. Now I just want to move back to the United versus Burnley game. There is no way ever, I mean, from the old Manchester United teams with Sir Alex Ferguson, would anybody ever say Burnley might have a chance at Old Trafford to take points from United? And they did. They were winning, I believe it was either 1-0 or 2-0. Then Jose puts in Lingard and Mkhitaryan, and boom, Lingard scores 2 goals. Bring it back, get United the point, I think, to keep it 15, like we said earlier, in the table, which I don't see them coming back. I mean, if any United fan thinks that United has a chance of catching City, even if City loses like the rest of the games or the rest of the year, I just don't see it happening.
Now, United's weird in the way they have a really good... So like City has a rotation. We can play pretty much anyone off the bench, and they'll be just as good as the people on the pitch.
That you could also give that to Pep because he always makes sure that all his players play exactly the same way, from goalkeeper to striker.
That goes back to your question about why we bought Bernardo Silva. It's a waste of talent in that Bernardo Silva now won't become an amazing player
because he really has. He
has
really
plenty of talent coming out of Monaco, but without like having that backup, we would not be in this place we are today.
I somewhat agree with that.
It's a sacrifice of talent, but it's winning us.
Yeah, I just think like either whoever was talking to him saying, "Yo, we're gonna buy you, but you may or may not be a starting rotation player." Yeah, he can fight for his place in the squad, but right now he's not taking Aguero's spot, Gabriel Jesus' spot, or Raheem Sterling's spot.
Well, I find it really weird.
Or De Bruyne's, especially not De Bruyne's.
De Bruyne, to me, best. First off, right best attacking-minded midfielder in the world.
Yeah.
Arguably up there with the best players in the world.
Yeah, I agree. Probably top 15 players in the world right now.
So consistent. I can't remember the last time. I mean, he's had not amazing games,
but he's always there.
He always shows up. Had good games.
Unlike Mesut, and I love Mesut, but there are some games where he doesn't show up, and also his off the ball work is as good as his on the ball work. Like that's one gripe I have with Mesut. Sometimes he just doesn't track back. He will just let a guy go right past him. De Bruyne is always working hard to get that ball back.
Also, just some of the things De Bruyne does, it's just insane. His volley pass against United, and remember when De Bruyne scored that low driven goal?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And the ball just played through, beautiful little tap.
Yeah.
Past De Gea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember that same game, he was on like the halfway line. He's facing out of bounds. He thighs the ball and kicks it to like the far right corner, and it goes perfectly to Raheem. So like stuff like that, like,
dude, his passing and his weak foot are insane.
It's like when you watch Messi pass. You know, Messi. You don't think of Messi. When you think of Messi, you think, oh, goal scoring, dribbling king. But some of his passes are insane. This little like doesn't even look up, just like hits it through like 12 defenders.
Yeah.
It's like that type of passing.
And Messi's free kicks too. Oh my god. Stop. Like, big Ronaldo fan, but Messi's free kicks are insane. Especially the one against the United States. I remember just saying to myself in the Copa America, like, he's going to put this in. Like, Brad Guzan has no shot of saving this. There is no... Oh, that brings up a good point. The U.S. missing the World Cup.
To be honest,
Trinidad and Tobago.
Don't like the U.S. manager at all.
Bruce Arena, who's now
do not like him,
who just resigned afterward,
which was like it was a sacrifice to make him resign.
Yeah,
because that's pathetic.
Trinidad and Tobago, like,
all right, I have issues with that game. We should have won, but
we did nothing to win the game.
But we didn't do anything to lose the game either.
Yeah,
that fucking deflection goal.
I know, but
it was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
In that game, it was basically give Pulisic the ball. Make sure he does something great to win this.
Pulisic is an amazing player. He's like 16 years old.
Exactly.
You can't be putting like all of that pressure on a 16 or how old is he?
He's
like
18.
18, yeah.
Whatever. I mean, still he's not even allowed to drink in the United States.
Yeah.
How is he gonna
how is he gonna carry us through like
qualifying and the group stage? How do we got there?
He could be a good player. He could be our best player. He can't carry us, though.
He's gonna be the best player that ever plays for the United States.
Oh yeah,
when he gets all there. Like on Dortmund, against Real Madrid, he plays as if that's NBD, just another Bundesliga team or like a Bundesliga 2 team. I mean, he's gonna be so good. He's gonna be so good. I mean, Ousmane Dembele might be better than him now that he's at Barcelona around Messi and Suarez and stuff like that.
Has Dembele been performing? I
thought he got injured. I'm pretty sure he tore his whole hamstring.
I swear, so many people get injured. Pogba's injured, right?
I swear to God, Messi and all got to take steroids, 100%.
Yeah, when was the last time they have been injured?
They never get injured. Never get injured.
Ronaldo got hit in the eye and his eye was bleeding. I thought he was blind and he was fine.
I'll score 4 goals next game.
They're not human. They definitely.
They're literally
something with their money helps them. Yeah.
Steroids gotta be.
Messi's not taking it.
Nah, no way. He he actually did when he was a kid because he had that disease that he's so short. That he actually did take steroids as a kid because he's so short.
Oh, he took what my brother took. You're too short.
Yeah, but
his wife's hot.
Really, really hot. Wag.
She's not even a model, right?
Nah, she just.
Yeah, she was with him since the camp.
Since they were 6. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and Ronaldo's wife is a model. I don't think she's nearly as pretty as.
Hold on, but he's had every single hot model in the entire world. Bradley Cooper's wife, I forget her name, or girlfriend, I should say, Irina Shayk, I believe her license. She's Russian. I don't know if she's fucking banging, but yeah. Oh my God, it's just insane.